guys, it's Kat and I'm back today to do another fantasy basket video. Now this is a funny one because the other week I did the $1,000 Sephora fantasy basket tag, which was created by Emily Noel. So I will link my video that I did a couple of weeks ago. So pretty much the premise of the tag was if you had as much money in the world and you could just spend whatever you wanted to at Sephora, what would you buy and why? Did I add in the why? I don't know. Maybe I did. It's 10:30 at night. I don't know what's going on. So it was funny though, because when I introduced that video, I did mention that there were a lot of brands that maybe are at US Sephora, but they don't stock it in Australian Sephora because they're Mecca exclusive brands. Now in the comments to that, there was like 1 or 2 people that said you should do this with Mecca, do your fantasy basket from the online Mecca store. And it was funny that people suggested that because I was actually thinking about doing that. And then today I woke up and I saw that Hayley had done it. So I'm going to link her video down below. I'm not copying her, but we both had the same idea because we're both huge Mecca fans. So we always trash out, especially when we catch up in person, we bag out Sephora and their customer service and their stock levels and the stuff that they stock. We're just like, this is boring as shit. Whereas we both love Mecca Cosmetica and Mecca Maxima. So it does not surprise me that she came up with the same idea because we talk about stuff that we love from Mecca all the time. So yeah, I did want to mention her video. If you want to check hers out, I'll link it in the description box. So if you're not familiar with what Mecca is, it's an Australian store that ships to Australia and New Zealand, and they do have stores like brick and mortar stores, and they've been around in Australia way longer than Sephora ever has been here. Sephora came here maybe like 5 years ago, whereas Mecca's been here for ages, and it's actually a Melbourne-based company. I'm from Melbourne. I like that. That's great. I find that their range is damn good because they got a lot of exclusivity to a lot of brands before Sephora came to the market. So things like, you know, Hourglass, Urban Decay, Too Faced, a lot of those brands are actually stocked in Mecca and not in Sephora. And yeah, their customer service better, their shipping's better, their returns are better, everything. They're such a good brand. I really enjoy shopping at Mecca. It's my little like guilty pleasure. Now I actually had a much harder time with this one. When it came to the Sephora one, I actually didn't think there was going to be much that I wanted to buy. And I mainly just went through and was like, high-end palette. Oh yeah, I'll take that, I'll take that, I'll take that. Fancy fragrance, I'll take that. Whereas with Mecca, I love the brands that they stock in Mecca a lot more than the brands they stock in Sephora. So this was actually, I could have added way more to my cart. I've got currently 31 items in here, and I could have kept going because I really like the brands they stock. All right, just like the last video, I did mention it was a fantasy sort of product. It was a Tom Ford fragrance, and you know, it's something that I probably would never buy myself. So I thought I'd add one in to the start of this as well. And Hayley actually mentioned one of these, and she reminded me of how much, like, we look at these things in store and we're like, we're never going to buy them because they're hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And they are the candles from Fornasetti, which are ridiculously expensive candles in really, really gorgeous sort of collectible, display worthy containers. So you keep the containers, that's where you're spending your money. But the one that I picked out, which was just one that piqued my interest, but I like a lot of them, is the Architectura candle. This is $302, which is crazy, but these candles, you can get them up into nearly 1,000 Australian dollars. Oh, that's another thing I should mention. We're talking Australian dollars. It's very different to US dollars. It is what it is. That would definitely be something I would buy if like I had all the money in the world. But I am a sane person and I'd never spend $302 on a candle. I decided to add 2 fragrances on my wish list, and these are things that I do want to pick up in the future. So it is on my wish list, but that it is one of those things that I would definitely realistically buy. A lot of these other things like the candle, you know, again, I wouldn't mind having, but I'm probably not going to spend my money on. It's just, you know, theoretical. Whereas these are things I actually do want to buy in the future. I'm just waiting to use up a lot of my fragrances so I don't have like a fragrance graveyard. So as soon as I do whittle down my collection a little bit, I do want to get some replica fragrances. I have a mini one and I really like their scents. The 2 that I personally really like and that sum up my sort of scent preferences is Under the Lemon Tree. So this is obviously a very citrus, sort of bright, fresh scent, which I smell whenever I go into store. Really like it. Definitely up my alley. This is more of a summer scent to me, so I'd love to buy that. Then the other replica scent that I want to get is Sailing Day, because I also love fresh, sort of aquatic, water-like scents. So this one is definitely something I'm interested in. I've noticed that the scents I kind of like, for some reason, also have coriander in it. I don't know why, they both have coriander in it. But those are the two sort of, yeah, scent profiles that I love, and yeah, they're on my wish list. Then what I decided to do was go straight to Hourglass and look at things that I would love to try, because overall I do quite like a lot of Hourglass products. There's very few that I have tried and don't like. Most things I really love. When it comes to ambient lighting powders, I respect them. They're not great for my skin type, but pretty much everything else I've used, I really do like. So I decided to add in 2 mascaras. One is the new Unlocked Instant Extensions mascara. So that is something that has recently been added to the range. It's brand new, so I'd love to try that. But I've also tried a mini of the Caution Extreme Lash Mascara, and that has been on my wish list for a long time, because when I use up my mascaras that I currently have in my collection, that's the one I want to repurchase. So I thought I'll put both of those on my list. They are pretty pricey, 46 Australian dollars each. But again, if you go into a drugstore and you buy a Maybelline mascara, they're like 20 something bucks. So, you know, it is more expensive, but I also know that the mini Caution Extreme Lash Mascara, I think, lasted me like 3 months. So I think it's worth the investment. I want it. Another thing that I really want to check out, and I want to see these in store. So some of my favorite lipstick formulas are the Confession Ultra Slim lipsticks, and I have a whole bunch of them because I love them. They're great. But a few months ago, they brought out new shades, and they padded out the sort of the nude range. Originally, the nudes were very pink toned. They've introduced a lot more sort of brownie toned nudes, and a bit more variety there. So the one I just picked out just randomly is a shade Every Time. But there's probably like 4 of them that I want to buy realistically. So that is definitely on my wish list. The Girl Lip Styler, I also put on my wish list. I've tried a mini like sample size of these from my Mecca Beauty Lip box. I really like the formula of it. It is a bit expensive, $54 for like a tinted lip balm type product. It's like a hybrid lipstick lip balm. So I haven't really delved into that and wanted to like buy a full size, but if money was falling from a tree, I would definitely buy it. And the shade that I picked out was Idealist. So again, that's just a nude. It's sort of like My Lips But Better, and I can imagine myself just having that in my handbag and chucking it on and feeling fab. I also decided to add in the Ambient Lighting Bronzer because I have tried their blushes and their powders and their highlighters, but I haven't tried their bronzer formula. It's been on my list for quite some time, but again, I really don't need bronzers, so I haven't jumped into it. It's 83 Australian dollars, but I put in the shade Nude Light, so it's definitely what I'd want to try. And then I think the last thing I put in from Hourglass was their Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Concealer. Again, that's a fairly recent product. I have tried their liquid foundation. I do like it. I am wearing it today mixed with another foundation just to color correct it. So I would like to try the concealer as well. All right, then when it came to products that jump out to me as products that I have on my wish list already, I don't actually create wish lists on websites. I just have them in my head. And the Glow Recipe Banana Souffle Moisture Cream is on that list. Now, one of the last times I went to the city, which I have not been to the city for months and months and months now. One of the last times before lockdown, I smelt this in store and it smells like banana custard, and I really want it. I know that scented products, a lot of people don't like them because scents can irritate the skin. But for me, a really nice scent in skincare can really make a product feel luxurious and the experience is really nice. So I want to smear this on my face. I want it. Again, I'm sort of just trying to use up moisturizers that I currently have before I delve into buying that. Another product that's been on my radar for years now is actually the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Eyeshadow Palette. The shade is Neutral. So this one is currently out of stock, but I just thought I'd put it in there. It's a palette that I definitely don't need. It's a 6-pan, very, very nude eyeshadow palette, and it's very, very basic. But I'm sort of liking basic makeup these days, really easy to throw on nude eyeshadows, not too much effort, and I really like the Bare Minerals eyeshadow formula. So that's one that I'll definitely keep as like a travel palette or an overnight palette. Oh, and I totally forgot to add this to the cart, but I was looking at the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Longwear Matte Lipstick. So I do have a couple of these. I've got nude ones, but I would love to try a brighter color as well. And this bright pink shade Hibiscus is gorgeous. I love the formula of this. It is very matte, but it wears a long time and looks really flattering on the lips in my opinion. So this is something that I would want to try as well. It just looks like a really fun summer color. So when summer rocks around, maybe I will try this. I do like to swatch a lot of lip products when I'm in Mecca, and one range that I do want to try out is the Smashbox Always On Cream to Matte Lipstick. Never tried them. I've heard really good things about them. I added in the shade Trending because this is a really vibrant sort of corally red. Looks really pretty. I do like a bold matte sort of bright lip, so that's one I'd want to try. I also added in the Laura Mercier Velour Extreme Matte Lipstick. Again, I added in sort of like a vibrant pinky coral shade. I think I'm really vibing the warm weather that I currently do not have because we're in winter at the moment. But I've never tried these. I really like the Caviar Stick formula, which is the cream eyeshadows. So I thought they should theoretically do a good lip version. They look like the same packaging. Hopefully they're just as good as the eye products. So yeah, I've added one of those in because I do want to try them. I threw in also a Lipstick Queen Rear View Mirror Lip Lacquer. So I threw in the shade Little Nude Coupe. Now I actually own two of these. They're very highly shiny, beautifully pigmented lipsticks. They're like that skinny sort of lipstick format, I guess. But the one that I have, the nude that I have, which is Joyride, when I swatched this in store and I bought it, it looked a lot more light in the swatch, but when it's applied, it looks quite dark. So I thought I actually want to buy the lighter nude version so I can wear it as less of a statement lip. But they're really, really gorgeous, very, very highly reflective, pigmented lipsticks. So that's something I'd want to buy. I also added in the Jouer Essential Hydrating Lip Oil. This is just like, I love Jouer. I've tried a lot of their products, and most of the products that I want to try I already own. So I thought I'd just chuck in a lip oil because it looks really, really pretty. And I'm sort of into the hydrating lip thing at the moment. And then the last new lip product that I haven't tried is the By Terry Rouge Expert Click Stick. I threw in the shade Orange Vogue because it just looks really cool, but there's a lot of nice shades here. These are $55 each. I love a sort of slim lipstick, those really pigmented, beautiful quality high-end lipsticks. There's something about them that I just get really excited about. And while I was looking at By Terry, I thought I'd throw in an Ombre Black Star Cream eyeshadow as well because I really love eyeshadow sticks at the moment. I think with a baby, it's just easy to chuck something on and blend it out and you're done with it. And I decided to pick this cool toned sort of bronzy taupe shade because that's sort of what I'm currently sort of into. It's winter. And I thought this would be a really beautiful product you can throw on and just sort of blend out. That's 63 Australian dollars. So again, wish list product. One brand that is way too expensive, so I've never actually tried any of their products, is Chantecaille. So I threw in a cheek duo and also a lip product, no, an eyeshadow. So here we have the Radiant Chic Cheek and Highlighter Duo in the shade Coral, which is a beautiful coral blush and sort of like a champagne-y gold highlighter. It looks gorgeous. The compact's really cool. It's got like a stingray type image on the front. And then I thought I'd also throw in the Luminescent Eye Shade in the shade Elephant. So this is a single eyeshadow. It's once again a cool tone sort of brown shimmer. It's got a beautiful elephant on the front. That's $83 for the one eyeshadow. These are very expensive. The cheek duo is $135. So again, I wouldn't actually be spending this money on them, but they're pretty. The next brand that I thought I'd look at, and this is a brand that realistically, if I wanted something from them, I would just buy it because, yeah, I don't know. I've got a bit of a soft spot for Too Faced. I know that a lot of the stuff they do is really tacky and crap, But when they do something right, like for example, the Born This Way Natural Nudes eyeshadow palette, I love that so much. I'm currently wearing my Natural Lust eyeshadow palette. Some of their products are really, really good. So of course I thought I'd, you know, add in a few things. So their melted matte liquid lipsticks are my all-time favorite formula of liquid lipsticks. I've got heaps of them, but they have added in new shades recently. So I don't know which one I would pick. I have already bought one of them, but I would definitely go and check out some new shades. So I'd at least buy one of those, if not a couple, because new shades, I want it. But I also saw that they've got the new Primed and Poreless Pore Banishing and Blurring Face Powder. I wear a lot of powder. I have oily skin. I do have visible pores. So that'd be something that I'd be willing to try. It's a bit bougie, $54 for a powder, but you know, it is what it is. This is a fantasy basket. And while we're there, I thought I'd try as well the Melted Chocolate Liquid Matte Eyeshadow in the shade Warm and Fudgy. So this is a liquid eyeshadow. Look, I'm into stick eyeshadows recently, but I don't really love liquid eyeshadows, but I thought, look, I want to try it. I'm curious about the formula. All right, and then on to NARS, because I've got a soft spot for NARS as well. I would want to try the matte bronzing powder. I just chucked in the shade Laguna because I do know Laguna works for me. I've tried the original formula, which has a little bit of luminosity to it. I thought, look, I'll try the matte one. Why not? Why not? Another product that's been on my wish list for a while, and I do really want this. Whenever I see it in store, I'm like, should I buy it? 61 Australian dollars. I don't need any more highlighters. Shame on you, but I really like the NARS highlighting powder formula. I have Fort de France, which is one of my favorite all-time highlighters, and Capri is a shade that I keep swatching whenever I go in store. So I would buy Capri, and I would buy it. I would naturally just buy it because I want it. I don't need it though. I don't need it. Smashbox, I do love their like primers and their finishing sprays. Their newest finishing spray is the Photo Finish Vitamin Glow Primer Spray. So I would try it. Why not? Give it a crack. Oh, and I forgot also that Hourglass recently brought out the Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray. I would also try that. 77 Australian dollars. I don't need it. I won't spend the money on that just yet, but I want it. More finishing sprays. I noticed that they have the MAC, the new sort of colored mini finishing sprays. They're $27 each for 30 mils, which is very expensive, but I want a whole bunch of these. I just brought up the shade Passion, or the color Passion, or the scent. It's a scent, because it's one that, you know, piques my interest. So the main fragrance scents of this is strawberry, plum, peach, pink pepper, coriander. What is with coriander? I don't know. I like it in scented things. But that one is just an example. So Passion is a red one, but they've got a whole rainbow of colors, and pretty much I want them all. So I would probably add all of those to my wish list. Realistically, if I was to buy any, I'd probably buy one or two. All right, some skincare products. So I know we talked about that banana cream thing, but there's more skincare. A brand that I haven't tried for a really long time, but when I did try them ages ago, I really like the effects of them, but they are pretty expensive, and some of the products smell really funny. It's Perricone MD. So I would definitely try. I just pulled out a couple of things. This is the High Potency Growth Factor Firming and Lifting Serum. I do find that growth factor serums, I find they work really well. This is $207. So it's one of those things that, yeah, it's bougie and I'd like to try. I don't want to separate with my money that much, but I'll try it. And then I thought, look, I like moisturizers at the moment. The High Potency Face Finishing and Firming Moisturizer, I would also try. This is $111 for a moisturizer. So it's a lot of money for skincare, but why the heck not? Another bougie thing, Tatcha. I've tried some Tatcha products. There was one product that I didn't really love, two moisturizers that I did really enjoy. So I thought I'd try the Indigo Cream. Why? Because I like the color. The jar looks cool. It's a blue moisturizer. And why not? So this is 136 Australian dollars, and it's supposed to help heal and restore your skin. And again, I really like their moisturizers, and if I had unlimited money, I would buy more. I threw in the Flake Away scrub from Soap and Glory, just as a sort of placement holder. I really like Soap and Glory. In fact, I ordered some Soap and Glory products just the other day because I wanted my Mecca Beauty Loop box, and I wanted to buy a new scrub and body lotion because I've been going through them like crazy. So I thought I'd put this in here because if I had heaps of money, I'd probably buy one of every scrub, one of every body butter from Soap and Glory. They're really affordable. This is 17 Australian dollars. They smell really great. They have a really nice effect. So I would probably buy everything from their body range. I threw in a lip treatment. This is from the home brand Mecca Cosmetica. I've tried this before in a different sort of tint. I really like it. It's a really, really nice lip balm. It's the type of lip balm that you put on before you go to bed and you can sort of feel it on in the morning. So this is $32, but I would totally buy the crap out of that. It's very functional. And then the last two things I thought I'd throw in is Bougie hair care. I'm not a really big hair care person, but I really, really love Shuramura, and Mecca do stock the Shuramura hair range, not the makeup range or the skincare range, but the hair range. So I thought, look, cleansing oil shampoo, gentle radiance cleanser, $68 for a cleansing oil shampoo. I've never used a cleansing oil shampoo, but I use their cleansing oils every day, so why not use the hair one? And they also have a conditioner version. So this is the cleansing oil conditioner radiance softening perfector, $58 for the conditioner. What does annoy me about this though is the conditioner is 250 mils, whereas a shampoo is 400 mils. So chances are you probably need 2 conditioners per shampoo. That annoys me, but if I had unlimited money, I would buy 2 conditioners and not give a stuff. So those are a bunch of the things that I had in my cart as just being something that I was interested in. I will do a total on the screen because I don't know what it currently is. It'd be a lot of money, well over 1,000 Australian dollars. I think my Sephora one went over 2,000. We'll see if this one beats it. I do find the products from Mecca a lot more, for me, interesting. I like the brands more. I like the range of high-end skincare, more affordable skincare. They even have Morphe in Mecca in Australia, so you can go sort of cheaper makeup and then really luxurious makeup like Chantecaille. So I really love Mecca a lot more than Sephora. So that the process of adding everything to my wish list was kind of like cathartic. Whereas with the Sephora one, I was like, what do I want? What do I want? Whereas here I'm like, I want everything and give me multiple shades. But I thought before we'll go, I'll just open my, I'll do a little haul, do my Mecca order that I did last week. So I ordered 3 Soap and Glory products. Again, these are really affordable. I think all up this was like 44 Australian dollars. I got the gloss stick, the Sexy Mother Pucker gloss stick in Nudist. I've used a sample of this. I really like a mini version. Really, really enjoyed it. This is pretty affordable. I think it was like 17 bucks. And yeah, I want it. I'm going to use it. I'm not going to put it on right now, but it is what it is. Then I got this one. It's an oldie but a goodie. I've tried this before and I really enjoy it. It's the Sugar Crush Body Scrub. So this has a really beautiful, I love the consistency of their scrubs. This is my favorite form of scrub, something that's really thick and in a pot so you can just take a little bit, work it on your body. This has a beautiful lime zingy scent, which I'm actually having a shower after this, so I'm very excited. It is currently late at night. I don't want, oh yes. So I'm going to take this in the shower with me, my battery's going as well. So let's hurry this up. I'm going to take this in the shower. I'm going to use it tonight. And then I wanted to try their new summer scent. So this is the No Woman No Dry. It's a hydrating body butter, but they also have like a scrub in this same scent. And I've never smelt this, so I'm taking a risk, but oh, interesting. It's sort of like a sherbety, sweet, fruity scent. Also a little bit floral, really interesting. So, it sort of smells like a sorbet or something. So there we go. I'm going to apply this and I'm going to apply this and I'm going to have a great night. It is currently Friday night. This is how I spend my Friday night. And yeah, that was my video, the stuff that's on my wish list in Mecca, which I love a lot more than Sephora. If you are from Australia or New Zealand and you want to do this, go for it. Let me know what your wish list is, or just let me know out of these brands what your products on your wish list are. Otherwise, if you wanted to do your own one with your local store that isn't Sephora, go for it. Enjoy yourself. Treat yourself mentally and save your money. This is like window shopping. This is imaginary shopping, which is sometimes just as fun. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.